So a lot of times people have asked me, as a pool builder, how in the world did you start Island Stone and now you're an importer of one of the finest stones in the world for pool decks? I actually went on an impact team, something that our church does. We have a baby church over, and I wanted to go to preach the gospel. I wanted to go into the streets and tell people about my Lord, about Jesus. And I went over there for that. That was the reason. It was just to do the will of God. And one night, I was sitting at a dinner table with Pastor Coda and Pastor Tozer and Sam Benamore. And we were sitting there talking. Pastor Coda asked me, he said, so Evan, how's the pool business going? And I told him, you know, small talk, it's this and that. We've been doing it for a long time and it's going great. And I told him, I said, but you know what, Pastor? If I could find a stone, as a pool builder for almost 40 years now, if I could find a stone that didn't get hot, that wasn't slippery, that didn't react to salt water and was real, I'd be a billionaire. And he kind of laughed and I kind of laughed. And because knowing the stone doesn't exist, because I've been building pools all my life and there is no such stone. And then he got this weird look on his face and he picked up his phone and he made a phone call. And he was on the phone for about 5 minutes and he was speaking Spanish, so I had no clue what he was saying. And he puts the phone down on the table. He says, are you serious, Evan? I said, yeah, I'm totally serious. If a stone like that exists, that would be the miracle stone. It would solve the problems that we experience on our swimming pools in the Phoenix metropolitan area. And he said, okay. And he got back on the phone and then he hung up. He says, you're not going to believe this. And I said, what? Tell me. He said, and mind you, we were on the 9th floor. It's a private restaurant, VIP restaurant of the Barcelona Hotel. We were up on the rooftop in this private restaurant, and right on the other side of the wall, 15 feet away, we walked through the door on the rooftop, sitting out under a pergola. They were having a cheese and wine party out there, was the person he was talking to on the phone. And she just happened to be the lady that was dating the guy that basically owned. His family is one of the founding families, and we went out there and talked to her, and she put together a meeting the next morning for us with the owner of the plant that produces this miracle stone that I had no clue about. And we went there the next day and we had the meeting and they showed me the stone, and I knew, as soon as I looked at it, I knew what it was. I could tell from feeling it, like, man, this stuff doesn't get slippery. I don't think it gets hot. It doesn't look like it would react to salt water because they told me it was coral, and it was real. And I'm like, oh my God, this is that stone that I've been looking for all of my life. So I kind of tucked it away. The trip was over and I came home. Well, when I came home, I had taken some samples with me and we tested it out here in the Arizona sun. It was 107 degrees that day. I've actually got the video. I think we've played it a couple of times online. It was 107 degrees that day and travertine was 131. And our miracle stone that we now call Island Stone was 95 degrees. It was 36 degrees cooler than travertine. And we have since, for the last 3 years, been putting on all of our pools that we build, and all of our customers, every single one of them, same response. They all love it. It does as advertised. So we decided to make it public, and that's why you're hearing about Island Stone now, and that's why nobody knows about it, because it didn't exist until I took this trip for a completely different reason. I just wanted to tell people about Jesus and how wonderful my Lord is, and this whole thing just fell into my lap. I call it a miracle of God. God gave us the miracle stone and we call it Island Stone. It's now available to you.